Come closer.
It looks like these eagles might crash, but it's actually a courtship display, one of the most dramatic in the natural world. It serves as a vital test of strength, endurance, and trust, establishing a lifelong partnership. For decades, a moment like this was rarely seen over the Hudson River in New York State. Not because the ritual disappeared, but because the eagles did. Moments like this are becoming common again. Today, avid bird watchers and wildlife photographers travel from around the world just to witness it. And for good reason. The Hudson Valley has become one of the best places in America to see bald eagles. For some, this is a once-in-a-lifetime moment. For the truly devoted, it means traveling hundreds of miles, standing for hours in single-digit cold, just for the chance to see an eagle. Anyone lucky enough to witness it knows it stays with you forever.
I don't know, it's just amazing. The feeling, you can't even really describe. It's just amazing.
This is fantastic. So it's a whole month happy.
So when everything lines up perfectly, there's nothing like it.
To see one is exhilarating and, the symbol of America, and makes you feel proud and good to see them out in the wild.
What most people watching this spectacle don't realize is that not long ago, there were almost no bald eagles left here at all. In the 60s and 70s, bald eagles in the Hudson Valley were disappearing. By 1976, the situation had become dire. There was only one nesting pair remaining in all of New York State, and even that pair had stopped reproducing. At the same time, the Hudson River itself was in trouble, becoming one of the most polluted rivers in America. We wanted to better understand how it got this bad and how the Hudson Valley eventually became one of the most important places in the country for eagle recovery. So we went to the people who know the story best. We began with wildlife biologist Mathew Palumbo.
Back in the late 70s and early 80s, when we were down to a single pair, and they were under threat of being extirpated due to issues they're having with dealing and coping with DDT that was accumulating in their body, causing the egg shells that they produce to be too thin. The birds would incubate on those eggs and crush those eggs.
Nests began to fail. Eggs didn't hatch, and young eagles rarely survived. To understand just how close they came to vanishing here, we traveled to Constitution Marsh Audubon Center and Sanctuary in Putnam County, New York. There, we met with Rebecca Schultz.
Very close. In the 70s, we had one breeding pair here in New York.
But even when the outlook seemed bleak, some people believed the Hudson River still had a future. So they got to work. Biologists and others launched an effort to restore the eagle in the valley. One nest, one release, one season at a time.
So there's juvenile young birds that were brought from Alaska in this experiment that New York State DEC biologists and researchers undertook, where then they would undergo this process called hacking, where they would build these boxes and cages where the birds would be kind of fed behind screens so they didn't get exposed to humans and human presence.
Then something remarkable started to happen. The eagles began to stay. They built nests, and for the first time in years, young eagles successfully took flight over the river in the Hudson Valley.
The DEC, they went to Alaska. They transported some of the eagles back. I think it was around 198 eagles, and they released them in New York. And ever since then, we've been seeing an increase in nesting pairs throughout the state.
Today, the skies above the Hudson River tell a very different story. New York is now home to more than 450 bald eagles, and the Hudson Valley has become one of the most extraordinary places in America to see them. On this February day, temperatures hovered around 5 degrees. My videographer husband stepped into the cold to speak with eagle enthusiasts along the river, people who are willing to brave freezing temperatures just for the mere chance of seeing an eagle. Or even better yet, taking a photograph of one.
There were two eagles out on the ice. The river was very glassy, reflecting. They were both reflecting their, into the water, and then they started interacting. It's like it makes my day. I come here to make the image with all the right components and the right lighting. When it all comes together, it's a magical moment.
Tell me the feeling that you get.
Oh, it's fantastic.
Tell me.
It's awesome, man. It's great. When you get a great shot or him coming down for a fish, it's just totally awesome. And nothing compares to it.
For many people, moments like this bring something unexpected. They bring perspective, calm, a sense of wonder that's really easy to forget in everyday life.
If I see something coming at me, first you just get so overwhelmed and you're just like, oh my God, I hope I get the shot, because you got to be quick. It's over and done with so quickly. So you're, focusing and you're trying to get zoomed in, and then you're just like, oh my God, I got it. And then it's just like, and then you're just so excited. You're just a feeling. It's just amazing. And you're just like, I got it. And then you're like, oh, I hope it came in clear, it's focused. And I don't know, it's just amazing. The feeling, you can't even really describe. It's just amazing.
The bald eagle's return to the Hudson River is one of the greatest wildlife comeback stories. But it's more than a conservation success story. It's proof that places can recover, the rivers can heal, and that sometimes people can too. Moments like this invite us to pause, to breathe, to look up, because sometimes the skies above us tell the story of a region finding its way back and remind us that we can too. These are the stories of the Hudson Valley. These are the stories of Hudson Skies.